Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Every week, coming into your life via Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Podcast Republic. Really want to do three things on the Super Coach Show. I want to multiply your life. I want to multiply your money. I want to multiply your business because you can't see the picture when you're inside the frame. And today I'm going to be breaking down for all the people out there in the world my legacy selling system. Many years ago, after I retired from basketball coaching, I quickly figured out, man, I need a system of attack. I need a system of offense. I need to attack like a cheetah versus a turtle. I need a game plan coming into the day. So, in today's Super Coach Show, I'm so glad you joined us because I'm going to show you step by step how I attack a day with a selling system that is going to do one thing: make you more money, drive up the qualified leads, build deeper networks, and teach you how to perform at the highest levels. You're watching Super Coach, and I'm Coach Michael Burt.
Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Michael Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Greatness Factory. Coach Michael Burt, thank you for tuning in today, breaking down the selling system. And when I say selling system, what I mean is, how do you go out and get customers? It was so odd to me when I first started coaching business people. You know, I come from a coaching background, former women's basketball coach, played a game of probability every single day, came into every game with which plays I was going to run, how I was going to run them, what defense I thought they were going to run. It was a game of probability. So I start my coaching business and I start asking people, how do you get customers? And they would go, boy, that is a good question. How do I get customers? And I'm like, no, what's your number one strategy? What's your number two strategy? What's your number three strategy? What's your number four strategy? What we really need is we need a plan. We need a plan in how we come into a day. We need a plan in how we attack our system. We need a plan in generating leads. We need a plan in working people through a pipeline. We need a plan in following up. We need a plan in taking people and turning them into referrals. We need a system. Daniel Hodges, we need a system. We don't need to come into the day with confusion. We don't need to come into the day with no plan. We need to come into the day with a very specific plan in generating new business, which is why we begin to systematize this whole thing. If the inputs are right, the outputs should be right. If your inputs of effort are there and your activity level is there, your deal flow should be high. So today I'm going to break down this selling system, and I want to start off in this first segment by just breaking down my sales philosophy. My sales philosophy is really simple. Money changes hands when problems are solved. The bigger the problem, the more money people pay to solve it. People are willing to exchange their money for your solution. Their money for your solution to their problem. There is an exchange. And sometimes they're exchanging for confidence, convenience, energy, networks. Basically, they're exchanging so they can get themselves to a much better place in their life. And they believe you're the person to do it. So my sales philosophy starts by this. The purpose of any business is to create a customer. So there should be dedicated time every day to generating new customers. You hear me talk about it. New money, new money, new money, new money, new money. Minimum of 2 hours a day. Rick True, Travis Johnson, Sean Tolbert, Lily Munoz, Loretta Johnson, Loretta Lynn. There should be time devoted every day to new money because the purpose of any business is to generate a customer. Straight out of the words of Peter Drucker. If the purpose of any business is to create a customer, the second purpose of the business is to generate excess cash at the end of every month. Money in, expenses out, pay yourself, pay your taxes, money left over. That money can then be reinvested in the business, in real estate, in money generating mechanisms. That's a sign to me of a successful business, Terry Davis. That's the sign to me of a successful business. So, purpose of my business is to generate a new customer. I generate customers by solving problems. Okay, I need a couple cycles happening every day. I need a promotion cycle, which is me promoting my business, which is what I'm doing right now. and how I can help people move to a better state. I need a sales cycle, which is a sales team or me making outbound calls for new money every day. I need a business cycle of this whole thing running. I need all of this happening every single day. Most people don't have a business cycle, they don't have a sales cycle, and they don't understand the purpose of the business is to create a customer, right, Frankie? The purpose of the business, Frankie, is to create a new customer by doing what? Going out into the marketplace and looking for problems. Money changes hands when problems are solved. Now, if I've got my calls, I'm going to get into this in the second segment on who I'm calling, because I got a hit list, I got a farm club, I got a top 25, I got net promoters, I got climbers, I got showcases, I got database, I got social media. Those are my whole selling and promotion cycle to do one thing: become more known, become a person of interest. Right, Tim Davis? I got to become a POI. I want to drive my status in the market by creating value, solving problems digitally, in person, online, in groups, so that other people are going, man, I need to be coached by that guy. I need to be involved in the Monster Producer Coaching Program. So selling is a game of probability. My buddy Brad Lee would tell you, you need to do more or you need to get better. Go back and listen to our podcast we just did called Dropping Bombs with Brad Lee. One of the most fascinating podcasts. You will laugh, number one, the whole time, because it was a comedy show. It is true entertainment. You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh so hard you're going to cry. But it is so good because at the end of the day, if you're making $50,000 a year and you're making 10 phone calls a day, if you want to make $100,000, double the number of phone calls you make. Do more than what you're currently doing, or get better. And in the process of doing more, you're going to get better. That's what my buddy Brad Lee says. Grant Daugherty, do more or get better. So selling is a game of probability. How do I drive up the probability? So as I first started coaching business people, I'm like, man, I need a system. I need a system that I could sell to other people. I need a system for me. Everything I create first is for me. I need my own selling system. I need a good explanation of service. I need people to call on. I need a good follow-up cycle. I need an extraction of referrals. I need a person of interest plan. That's what I need. And I don't have any of those things. So when we come back in segment number 2, I'm going to show you the 4 to 6 activities I do every single day. Luke Frost, every day. We train at 8:30 every morning from 9 to 11. We're prospecting every day. New money, new money, new money, new money. Too many people don't prospect enough. You got to do more or you got to get better. You ain't going to get better if you don't do more. So when I come back in segment 2, I'm going to break it down. What is a hit list? Because I start every day off with a hit list. Those are suspects. What is a farm club? Those are my prospects. What is a top 25? My 25 biggest relationships. What are net promoters? New customers we're trying to drive to promoters. What are all of these key categories? What is a showcase event? What is a database blast? What is a social media push? What is an activation event? These are things I'm doing every day to generate leads and money and business. You're watching Super Coach. When I come back, I'm going to break down the 4 to 6 things I do every day to generate, in some cases, millions of dollars of sales every year. If I can do it, you can do it. You're watching Super Coach, and I'm Coach Michael Burt. Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach, and I've spent the last 25 years of my life coaching people around the world, really to get an elevation in their careers and in their life through very specific structures. First as a women's championship basketball coach, and now as a business coach to some of the top entrepreneurs, sales professionals, and solopreneurs in the world. One new product we added to our equation this year was a retreat in Seaside, Florida. We purchased a house down in Seaside, Florida we named Seabatical. And we believe in retreating to attack. So we go down to Seaside once a month and we spend 3 days with like-minded people on their business, about how to get a lift in their sales and in their structure and in their process. And then we give those retreats a theme. Well, this fall we're doing a very specific retreat for owners and founders of companies. If you founded or created a company from scratch, just like I did, you have unique problems, you have unique complexities, you have employee issues and sales issues and organizational issues and follow-up issues, customer service issues. And so this fall in November, we're going down to Seaside to do nothing but the Founders Retreat. November 15th through the 18th. It's going to be an incredible retreat. Only business owners, solopreneurs, or people that started and are trying to grow their business. So I encourage you, come down to Seaside with me. Get acclimated with our coaching program. If you're not ready for the big coaching program, or if you're in the program, go to Seaside and get intimate coaching. We do formalized sessions in the morning. We do one-to-one in the afternoon. Go to coachburt.com/retreats. We have limited availability for each of these retreats because the house has 7 bedrooms. Every bedroom has its own bathroom. We get to spend great time together at dinner and over coaching sessions. So go to coachburt.com/retreats and sign up for the Founders Retreat in November. Welcome back to Super Coach. I was watching that commercial. Sounds good. We're going to get intimate. We're going to get intimate down in Seaside. Okay? We're going to get intimate in Seaside with each other. God, listen, if you want to come down to Seaside, Florida with us to a retreat, we got all kinds of retreats. I love the concept of retreating to attack. Tommy Santel, 25K member, good to see you, sir. I got Daniel Hodges on here, Becky McGill, who came and spent a day with me. Thank you, Becky. Good to see you. You need to get down to Seaside with us, man. That Founders Retreat's going to be killer. I wish so much that when I first started my business, somebody came along and coached me. I had a great business coach when I first started. He taught me a lot of how to sell at a very high level, a lot of how to position by concept, a lot of needing a sales cycle. I just was so young I didn't get it. But we do these retreats down in Seaside. I'm also doing one with my boy, Brad Lee, out in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. You don't want to miss that September 23rd through the 26th. $1 billion camp. So go to coachburt.com/retreats. Get your booty on down there and get your money's worth, Daniel Hodges. All right, what are we talking today? Legacy selling. Why did I call it legacy selling? Because I think when it's all said and done, we're leaving a legacy, man. We're doing something big. We're building networks. We're helping people. We're exchanging energy. Jonathan Sewell, Terry Jolly, we're exchanging. People will exchange their money for your value. A lot of what I'm selling people is energy, structure, confidence, self-esteem, focus, bounce back. But what I'm really selling is a structure, and that structure is a selling system that I'm using. And the selling system is a calculated and coordinated way in which we generate customers. The purpose of any business is to create a customer. We create customers by solving problems. But what if nobody knows that we could solve their problem? You know, there's a mattress store right across the street that's been in another coaching program, takes their whole team to Houston, Texas every month, when they could literally walk right across the street to the Greatness Factory and be coached every month by me. Here's the problem. They didn't know it. Somebody in our city said, hey, have you checked out Coach Burt? They didn't know that Coach Burt even existed. And I'm in a market where most people know who I am. I've been here my whole life. I was in the newspapers all the time, but guess what? That doesn't mean that people know who you are. You got to get out of your brain that you can build something really cool when people are going to run in there to it. It don't matter how great the Greatness Factory is if I can't get people in there. You got to get people to the circus. And the way you get people to the circus is you get out and you circulate amongst the people. Okay? You get amongst it, as we used to say in my hometown of Woodbury. You get amongst it. I don't even know if that's a word. But you get out there and you get out of your little area and you go about there out into the world and you circulate with purpose. So here's my deal. Every day I come into my day, I got a planner. And in my planner, it's a monster producer planner, I got 4 or 5 big things. Number 1, I got my top 3 high-value activities. The high-value activity is the highest use of your time that is in alignment with your best strategy that's moving you closer to your dominant focus. There's a low value of your time and there's a high value of your time. A high value activity, in my opinion, is a money generating activity. It is an activity that's going to produce something. So every day I write out my top 3 high value activities, my top 3 things I need to be doing. And I say if nothing else happens today, I'm getting these 3 things done. 3 a day, 5 days a week, 15 a week, 60 a month. 60 a month times 12 is 720 things a year. If I get 720 things done in a year, I'm going to do something big. Okay, now what else do I have on my planner every day? I got my hit list. My hit list are people I believe I can help with my services. These people are everywhere. Who can you help with your services? They're everywhere. So I'll just pick up the phone and call on people. Hey, would you like, do you believe trained people, Chris Cannon, outperform untrained people? If you do, you need to get your people down to Monster Producer so we can start coaching them. Because I believe trained people outperform untrained people. Do you believe the same things that I do? I could pick up the phone and call every business owner in Rutherford County. I could call all the people in the world. Some will, some won't, so what? I got a hit list every day of 3 to 5 people. These are people I think I can help. Where does that hit list come from? Okay, where does the hit list come from? It comes from strategic partners, current clients, past clients, direct leads. Those are the 4 people I call on every day. We get it going and we get it pushing. So here's what I'm talking about. Every day I come into the day, I got 2 things. David Ross, Lily Munoz, Tony Capula, Stevie Vincent. I got 2 things every day. I got a hit list. That's new money. And I'm calling on people every day for new money. New money, new money, new money. And I've got a farm club. My farm club are people who have indicated interest in my services that I'm going 7 touches with. This is why you need to pick up, copy my book, $1 Million Follow-Up. I got a hit list and I got a farm club, Tyler Asher. I got a hit list and I got a farm club, Shannon Priestley. I got a hit list and I got a farm club. Which days? Every day. Every day I got a hit list and every day I got a farm club. That means every day there's people I'm calling on to initiate the relationship. That's a phone call. Hey, do I schedule a meeting? Hey, did you get my proposal? I'm about to send you a proposal. We need to get your dates on the calendar. We need to get you started. We lose momentum when we don't get started. So every day I got a hit list and every day I got a farm club. Very critical. Okay, so I got a hit list. I got a farm club. The third thing I have every day is I've got a top 25. So I want you to picture this. I got 25 relationships. And in those 25 relationships, I'm expecting 3 qualified referrals per year out of my top 25 people. So what am I doing? I'm spending time with those people. I'm hanging out with those people. I'm calling on those people. I'm circulating with those people. What I'm doing is I'm working those 25. Imagine 25 of your best clients sending you 3 qualified referrals every single year. We call that the top 25. So when I come into my day's planned. I got a hit list, Ginger Steg, I got a farm club, and I got a top 25. I got a hit list, I got a farm club, and I got a top 25. If this is part of my selling system, but I'm not finished. Those are just 3 strategies. I'm also planning showcase events, and those showcase events are events I'm going to speak at, be a part of. I'm planning Facebook Lives, Dave Steg. I'm doing a database blast to hit my database with some motivation. I'm writing articles for the local newspaper. I'm doing events. I'm doing all kinds of things, Dave Stegg and Daniel Hodges, to do one thing: drive up my probability of selling something. And all of that is in my Monster Producer Planner, guys. You can get that at CoachBurt.com. All of it is. Okay? So let me unpack this concept of the showcase event. The showcase event is an event where you get to showcase your energy and your abilities. It can be education, it can be entertainment, it can be edutainment. It can be entertainment. A podcast is a showcase event. Go back and listen to the podcast I just did with my buddy Brad Lee, okay? And on Dropping Bombs, I just finished. Fascinating podcast, and you will get a lot of sales strategy. So my point is, if the purpose of my business is to create a customer, money's only changing hands when problems are solved. The bigger the problem, the more money is to solve it. I can come into the day and tackle bluegill, which are small fish, or blue marlin, which are big fish. Right, Scott Nagy? My buddy Nagy told me that. You can fish for bluegill in Percy Priest Lake, or you can fish for blue marlin in the Gulf of Mexico. Blue marlin to me are big, juicy problems. And I'm out there looking, how can I help them? How can I help them make more money? How can I help them save money? How can I add something to the equation? Okay, so a lot of times I pick up these blue marlins by doing these showcase events, which is where I'm in front of people, education, entertainment, and entertainment. People ask me, well, what's the difference between education and entertainment? Just add wine to the party and you'll figure this out, okay? Let people have fun. That's entertainment, okay? So my point is, look at how I'm attacking a day. So you say, well, how do I attack a day? I attack a day, I get up at 5:30. I'm going to 9 Round right now, which is a boxing place, where I'm doing my boxing for 6:30 to 7. I then get dressed. I then come to my office. I then meet with my team at 8:30. I then prospect from 9 to 11. Today I was speaking at Churchill Mortgage, so I couldn't prospect. But my business cycle should be happening whether I'm there or not. I'm still prospecting on the way over, on the way back. I'm text messaging. I'm phone calling. I'm following up, but I'm working my system, Ryan Leith, Travis Johnson. I'm working my system. I got a system. There's a method to my madness. So 9 to 11, we're prospecting. Take a break for lunch. Afternoon, we're solving the world's problems, Matt Downey. We're solving the world's problems in the afternoon. Operational issues, follow-up, customers, deepening relationship. I'm taking lunches. I'm taking dinners. I'm going to events. I'm circulating. And in a given week, guys, this system for me has generated as many as 400 leads in a week. I want you to picture getting 400. But 400 ain't enough, Ryan. I'd like to have 4,000. And then a whole group of salespeople following up and calling and checking in. And you understand what I'm saying? The reason I love the Facebook Lives is because I can batch people together, Corey, and I can go and I can get more people out there, Blake Duncan. I can hit a bunch of people with these. I can do a lot of coaching with these. And I can do it from the Greatness Factory. If you haven't been to the Greatness Factory, you got to come, man. You got to come to the Greatness Factory and get coached in Monster Producer. Now, so let me close on this. Once I'm working my sales cycle, I got a good explanation of service. We call that the EOS. Tom Love created that. We got a selling system. We got a hit list. We got a farm club. We got a top 25. We got new clients. We're doing showcase events. We're doing our social media blast. We're working our database. Man, that's a lot of activity. I guarantee you most people ain't doing that much activity. Scott Abernathy. Abernathy said the legacy selling system is an incredible selling system. It's just got to be worked. That's what he told me at Buster's last weekend, eating one of them big hamburgers. Okay, my point is, if you don't have a system, what are you doing? You got confusion, man. Now, once you get a client, so there's two things I want to finish on this. One is, once you get a person interested, here's my method: push them to something and follow up. Right, Scott Abernathy? Push them to something and follow up. So what I do is I create things to push people to. This Thursday and Friday, I'm doing 5 trainings in 2 days. Okay, and I'm saying, whoever would like to come to these, come one time for free. Come to Cool Springs. There's going to be 100 people there. Come to the Greatness Factory. Come on Friday. Come hang out with me at the Westin on Friday night, 7 o'clock. Right? Come hang out with me, man. Come talk to me. I'm going to be there in the flesh with my biggest 25K members right in there with us. So my point is, push people to something, Julie Arnold, and then follow up. Laura Dahl, push people to something and then follow up. The $1 Million Follow-Up teaches me 7 to 15 touches. I got to go 7 to 15 touches. Now, so this is part of our selling system. That's what we call the Farm Club. So I got a hit list of new money. Every day I'm calling on new money, 2 hours a day. That's my hit list. I got a Farm Club of people that have indicated interest. They could have indicated interest on Facebook, YouTube, database, Twitter, Instagram. People hit me up on all those places. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing them to something. Hey, Julie, if you like this, why don't you come see me Thursday in Cool Spring? Oh, you can't come on Thursday? No worries. Come on Friday. Come hang out with me Friday night at the Westin. Oh, you can't come this week? No worries. Hey, I'm going to be doing it next week, and I'm doing a Facebook Live, and I'm doing the videos, and I'm doing this. Push people to something and follow up. 7 to 15 touches, okay? Now, finally, let me end this. Part of the selling system is taking a current suspect. There's a person that we suspect will be a good partnership, and moving them through this whole cycle, Adam Freytag, as they start as a suspect, I move them to a prospect. I go 7 to 15 touches, they become a client. My whole goal is to take them from a client, get them to such a better state in their life that they then become a promoter, and from a promoter to an advocate. And an advocate is out there fighting for you, so they end up in my top 25. Now, let me tell you the beauty of this system. Let me tell you the beauty of the legacy selling system. If you do this much activity, just come travel with me for a day. You'll see the activity we do. Get on the bus with me, Megan Minke. Get on the airplane with me. Just experience it. Sean Henry told me today he's coming from Denver. Spend a few days with me. Siva Russell, one of my point guards, is going to be meeting me out in California in a few weeks to spend some time with me. Get in the boat with me and let's go figure this out. But here's the beauty. If you start doing all this stuff, you know what happens? You become a POI. You become a person of interest. And once you're a person of interest, guess what? You're moving, you're shaking, you're attracting. People are coming to you. You don't have to chase people anymore, because chasing anything sucks. Okay? So that's the reason you need a selling system, guys. Let me close this show off by saying a special thanks to my sponsors. My sponsors, Dr. Stephen Hotze Health and Wellness out in Houston, Texas, my personal physician. Let me tell you what I figured out about going out to Hotze's business in Houston. So many, specifically men, I was seeing middle-aged, didn't have any drive, didn't have any energy, and I thought they were lazy. But here's the deal. Their levels were not right. And by going out to Houston every month and checking on my levels, what I began to figure out is, man, there were some things I needed to get corrected. The kind of energy you see me today, the kind of energy you see me having is because I'm going to Houston to Hotze Health and Wellness, and I'm getting everything in my body right, exactly operating like it should. That's going to give you the longevity you're looking for. Go out there and see Doc Hotze. A lot of monster producers are going out to Houston and seeing. I said, Doc, just give me my superhuman powers, man. Just find my superhuman powers. That's what I'm looking for, right? And I also want to say hi to Clay Whitaker, Dealer Capital, My Dealer Capital, doing all kinds of big things in the world. Clay, thank you for being a sponsor of the show. Clay purchased about $5,000 worth of my books back when I opened up Everybody Needs a Coach in Life, and I'm very grateful for the things he's doing. So guys, listen, I'm going to give you one opportunity. Jason Wolbert, thank you for taking advantage of my 10X special I'm doing this week. I'm training 5 times in 2 days. Cool Springs, Thursday at the Embassy Suites. I went over and checked it out today. Going to be about 125 stark raving crazy people over there with me. I'm going to be teaching how to build monster loyalty. I'm going to be doing a checkup from the neck up. I'm going to be looking at every part of your business, Tyler Burnett. There ain't no hiding from me on this. I'm going to look at every part of your business, and I'm going to find a missing structure that you can make a lot more money with. Then I'm going to be teaching monster loyalty as part of that class. How do you build loyalty for life with your clients? That Thursday night, I'm teaching it again at the Greatness Factory. Come on and see me. Then I'm going to be teaching on Friday morning at the Greatness Factory, 7:30 and 9. Then I'm going over and speaking at a luncheon with my friend Donald Thomas. You can purchase the $10 ticket to that. Then Friday night, I'm going to be at the Westin in Nashville at 7 p.m. if you want to come hang out with me and some of my biggest 25K members. Actually signed up some new 25K members I'm going to be releasing today. Shout out to Tim Clark. Thank you for joining at elite level. And I got one more special person I'm going to be announcing pretty soon who just committed today to the next level of coaching. Guys, I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I believe a good coach can change your whole life. I believe left to our own devices, we contract and retreat. And I don't want that to happen to you. So take advantage of the Monster Producer. 5 trainings, 2 days, and I'll teach you the selling system, man. I'll teach you exactly how I went from nothing. I had $7,500 when I started this business. No lines of credit, no loans, no investors, no employees, no nothing. Didn't even have an office. All I had was a little bit of confidence that I could go out into the world, start a business, grow a business, scale a business, and live an incredible life. That's all I had. Okay, and over the last 10 or 15 years, we've refined it, we've perfected it, which is where we are today, and we're just now getting started. So have a great day. I believe in you, and I believe everybody needs a good coach. Hey there, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. And man, do I love combining inspirational things in inspirational places. I've partnered with my good friend and founder of Lightspeed VT, the real Brad Lee, for $1 billion camp. Could you create $1 billion of value? Could you create a company that creates $1 billion of value? Could you scale your company from where it is to where you want to go? You won't do it unless you have the strategy and the concept and the mindset. Get 3 days with the real Brad Lee, Coach Michael Burt. He's bringing the ideas and I'm bringing the structure. Go to coachburt.com/retreats. Sign up for a retreat with me